we're going to be going through how you can rename these Canvas courses that were synced from PowerSchool with naming schemes that work great for PowerSchool, but not so much for being user friendly. So we see a lot of these: 1 AE homeroom, 2 AE intervention, 5 AE math, grade 8. And I'm going to show you how we can get it to where it's like this, where it says Miss Brooks 8th grade science class. So I'm going to click on that course. And this was initially one of the ones that had the 3 AE Science Grade 8. And, like I said, that works great for PowerSchool, but not so much whenever a student's trying to look at a course and quickly find it. So when I go down here to Settings within my course, it's one of the very first things I can change. And while we're looking at that, this is also where you can add a course image. So those images that show up on the dashboard, I can choose that image here, but this is where I can change my course name. So I can make it anything I want it to be. This is not limited by PowerSchool, because this number right here, the SISID, is how things sync with PowerSchool. The name itself is sent over one time, and that's it. Once I've got my name set, I'm going to go down here and make sure I hit Update Course Details. And when I do that, it will then change the name as it appears on the dashboard and everywhere else in the course. Now, the next piece is going to be helpful to teachers. It doesn't affect students at all, but it affects teachers. If you've combined your courses, cross-listed your courses, for this one, there were 2 sections of 8th grade science. And when I go to it, you can see I've given them a friendly name, 3rd block and 4th block, so that I know exactly what I'm assigning to which group. So I'm going to click on that section, and then I'm going to edit the section. And this is where you can change that name to anything you want it to be. I mean, you could call it Awesome Block. It really isn't going to affect what the student sees, but it will affect how well you can go through and figure out exactly who you're assigning work to, especially if you want to assign different things to different blocks, which may be a possibility when you're looking at going remote, not remote, things like that. Once you're done, you just hit Update Section, and that's it. You can do that for each of those sections, and you've now made them course friendly, user friendly, and they can see this. So when I go back to the dashboard, one last thing, because I think this is a pretty awesome feature that's overlooked because it's not in any documentation in most places. That's my 8th grade science course. I can actually move it on my dashboard just by clicking and dragging it where I want it to be. So I can actually reorder these. But that pretty much wraps up how you can go through and make these course names more user friendly and make it easier for students to find what they're looking for.